Want to get back to the growth agenda, all important for investors. The president's pushing tax cuts, and here's what Speaker Ryan said about the whole tax reform bill yesterday. I'm quoting, "The budget that's going through Congress now is just the budget. It's not the actual tax reform bill. That's something that will be written in the fall." Joining us now, Congressman Diane Black, Republican from Tennessee, who's on the Tax Writing Committee and the Budget Committee as well. Diane, this is not good news. Not even starting to write the tax bill till the fall? What's holding things up?
Well, Stuart, as you know, that the first part of this is to actually pass a budget, which sets up the ability to have tax reform through reconciliation. And we were successful with getting that budget out of the committee last night. So we're at the first step of that. Look, we've been talking about tax reform. I'm on the Tax Writing Committee now for almost 7 years. It is a very complicated thing to do. We have not reformed the tax code since 1986, so it does take time to do.
Are you married to tax cuts paying for themselves?
I do believe, as the committee has talked about, that this should be deficit neutral and that we should find a way to make sure that we don't put this country in more debt than it is right now.
Obviously, would it stimulate the economy, though?
It will stimulate the economy.
If you take away with one hand and you give back with the other, and it's 50-50, evens it out, where's the stimulus?
Well, it will stimulate the economy. We will see economic growth. We'll see more jobs created. We'll see more people purchasing products, getting more jobs. We will see the economy grow. We saw it during the tax reform of Reagan, and you'll see it with this as well. We want to get those rates as low as we can. We want to simplify the code for the individuals, and we want to make sure that we can grow this country's economy.
There's all kinds of talk that the current corporate tax rate at 35% will not be coming down to 15% as President Trump wanted, but will actually come down to more like 20 or 25%. Can you confirm that?
We need to get that rate down as low as we possibly can. All we have to do is look around the world to see what other countries are doing. I was with some folks from the UK several months ago, and I told them they were eating our lunch at 20%, and now they're down to, I think, 17%. So we have got to be competitive around the world. That is an absolute necessity.
So are you going to stick with 15%, the corporate tax rate?
Well, we'd love to get it as low as we possibly can. I don't want to commit to any particular number now. 15% is a good thing to shoot for, and we'll continue to do all we can to get it down as low as we can, because we know that's really what we need to do in order to compete around the world. You
do realize there's a good deal of frustration amongst voters. We've got nothing on health care so far. Tax reform, tax cuts, all delayed till late in the year. You know how frustrated people are?
Look, I appreciate that frustration, and I will tell you I'm frustrated that the Senate can't come out with something. We have done our work. We have sent them a bill. We need them to do their work. We need to get the job done. They cannot give up. This is important to the American people, and people are suffering. That we need to take care of people.
The frustration is with the Republican Party. It's not with the senatorial Republicans or the House Republicans or with the Freedom Caucus or the moderates. It's the Republican Party. You're toast next year.
I understand that, but here's what I want to tell you is that people need to look to see who's doing the work. And we're doing the work over here in the House. We have done our work on the health care. We've done our work on getting the budget out, which is the tool, the first step to getting tax reform done. Look at what we're doing.
Diane Black, it's always a pleasure, and we're glad you came back to us today. Thanks very much indeed. See you soon.
Thank you.